that my name is Maggie, and I'm a mother of two, and I'm a full-time student, and I'm a full-time worker. Today we're gonna talk about career guidance. Yeah, what's a career? A career to me is something that I have passion for, that I want to be to work with forever. Like that's something that I have at heart. So, how do you do when you want to start your career? First and foremost, when we are in school, we talk about I want to do this, I want to do this, and I want to do this. Most cases, when we're young, we don't know exactly what we want, but we take what our friends want and we make them to be our passion. Well, what worked for me? Because I moved to Sweden when I was a little bit younger. I had just finished my senior six, so I came here as a child, and to that fact that here they don't speak English, so they speak Swedish at work everywhere you go. So to learn Swedish, you have to learn the Swedish language, and then you go to the university and everything and everything. So to cut the story short, I came here. I didn't know Swedish. I had to learn the Swedish language. In that process, I had to have two kids. Mind you, I didn't come here as a married person. Yeah, I have to remind you that. Um, so when I had my daughter, I just finished my Swedish language. We have levels. So after that, I went and did some more Swedish. And when I have my son, I had more Swedish. Like I have been keeping on upgrading because Swedish has more grades. So after the Swedish language and everything was fine, I used to work. To tell you this, never say I will never work as this person, because it's through that experience that you learn that exactly what your passion lies into. Because for me, I remember one time I went to learn how to work in the hotel. Like I applied work everywhere, and one time I went to a hotel where girls work and they lay beds and everything. And when they are here, they say you have the introduction to teach you how it's going to be done at work. Well, when I went there, I did only actually one day, because for me it wasn't paying that much, and we were like working like so much, like working like 10 hours, and they were paying you like 1 hour, and it wasn't working that much. So I tried to work as a cleaner. Yeah, that's the hotel and everything. I remember one day I thought, God, you know what, this is not where I belong. I deserve something better. So when I finished my studies, I connected my school. I contacted my school teachers, and I told them to contact my bursar and everything to send in my results, because I told you I had finished my senior six. So when they brought the results from Uganda. I had done well actually. I'm a clever girl, mind you. I think I got 19 points minus the gold points, so which means that I got 20 the gold points also. So counted, yeah. But here they didn't count it because they see the 19. Well, I I sent in my papers. I think that was 2014, beginning of 2014, and actually I didn't exactly what I wanted to do in the future. Then I started working as personal assistant. To those who don't know what personal assistant is, it's not like the secretary, or like where you work in the offices and you'll be like helping someone that you shot all this and this, like a secretary thing. Here where I live, personal assistant, we work with people who are disabled, people who cannot do everything. So we become their legs, their mouth, their everything. Like we wash them, we wipe them, we talk for them, we do the activity for them. But in that case, we do not do, because for me, I have been working with this for approximately like 6 years. So I love my job. Actually, I love my job so much that it hurts so bad when someone talks about bad about this job. So it taught me a lot. It taught me the humanity, to be kind to each other. The things that we take for granted, other people, they are something to die for to other people. Something like You don't want to look somewhere, but someone would much like to see what's happening. Someone would much like to stretch their hands and feel their legs and feel their ears and feel their, the gauze and makeup and do everything. But this person cannot do that. So, but there is a price in this. There is a bad and the good advantage of working as assistant, because sometimes you meet good clients, sometimes meet good families, sometimes you become like family. But there are also people you work with, or you hope to work with, and you're treated like, yeah, you're black, you're nothing. I'm not saying that these jobs are just for blacks. Actually, these are jobs for even the Swedish girls or boys who are born here and they know the Swedish language. They don't need to speak the English language well. So I worked with this job, and 2017, before, when I took in my papers to be evaluated from the Ugandan system to the Swedish system, because I wanted to do something. So I was like, what do I want to do? So because I had already worked with these people, I did not want to continue working as an assistant, but I wanted to continue working with other people. But in which way? I had to go on the internet, Google, make Google your friend. I went to Google and I looked for jobs, because my level of education from Uganda, it's really high, like high. So I looked at which kind of jobs I can search for and I can get due to my level of education, the university and everything. So I looked at myself, I was like, you know what, I can do this. And when we look at the jobs in 20, 30 years to come, this kind of a job is going to be and more people are going to be in need of this kind of job. So I looked at that. I took away that I wanted to work with the children, but I was like, if I work with the children, when I go to Uganda, it's not going to be easy for me to continue working with the children. When I go to the USA, I'm not going to continue to work like with the children, because I wanted to work with the children in the daycare, because I love children so much. So I love the children and I love the people. So I was confused. But then what made me choose was like, I looked at the porno- pornographic, the word is something like that, how the jobs are going to be in 10 years or 20 years or 30 years to come, and which country, how. Because then from there I was like, you know what, I choose. So I chose, and first of all, I chose to go to the nursing school. Yeah, I know. So I applied the first time, because my level of education was high in Uganda compared to the Swedish system. So I applied the schools, and my first choice, because for us here, when you choose your first, just like in senior six, when you choose the first school, when your grades are good, they give you that school. So I chose Karinska. If you Google on Karinska Institute, it's the best. I think it's the third in the world. Yeah, third in the world. It's the university here in Sweden. So I chose that, and the first time I applied, I I was admitted. Yeah, I was admitted. I was excited, but then I was like, yeah, but I'm not ready to go to school right now. Then I replied that I didn't want to join that very year. So the next time when it came to apply, I did apply for the university. So that comes to how I went to the university. And the next time when I applied, actually they gave me again. It's Karolinska again. I made it my first choice again, and they gave me again. So when they gave me, I was really excited. And by then, I had applied. I think actually what made me go into nursing was like my sister who passed on while giving birth. She hurt me so hard. Like that's the same year she died. It hurt me so bad that I wasn't able even to be like to know that when a person is pregnant and they experience this kind of signs, it's sign of this and that. I would have advised her at least. I wish I knew. Well, it's never too late. And I joined the university, and I've been studying for the Karolinska University here in Sweden for almost 3 years, and I'll be graduating in January. I cannot wait to keep you updated, guys. It's fun being a person, a black person being educated, it's not an easy road. I will not lie to you that being a black person, it's going to be easy for you to get, like in the school, to get someone to work with, and when they tell you to work in groups, of course the white people go their side, and you, the black, will have to be like, yeah, I have to find myself, then I have to go and work. Of course you have to be in a group. Well, there are times that it has been like you're chased out of the group because of your color, but you know what? You don't give up at any moment, because yeah, that's what they want you to do. They want you to give up, but don't ever try to give up on your career. So I'm waiting for January to do my to end my university. I'm very excited. I'm very proud of myself. And being that I'm a mother, I have two children. My daughter is 9 and my son is 7. They look up to me like every time they'll be like, "Mom, you're going to be a nurse. Mom, you're going to be this." So to me, it's something to learn about. Let your career be your first priority. Apart from your children, put your children aside. Love them the more that you love them. But what are they looking at? What are they gaining from looking at you, apart from giving them the food and everything? Because I give my children everything they want, but is that enough for them to get the education that I want them to get? Yeah, so my career has helped me so much that I'm able to tell my children, you ain't gonna do that kind of a job when you grow up, because I know they have no excuse. They are born here. Like, to cry out loud, a child who's born here, you don't need to try to suffer the language like the way your mom did. But at the end of the day, she got a career. You have to be something. You have to be, I have to be proud of you. Like, yeah, you have to show me that, mom, this is what I am, and it's about me. What have I shown my children? So when you are going to choose your career, look at what you love most. To me, working with people is the most thing that I love on this planet Earth. I work to the emergency the emergency system, the emergency hospital. So that's where I was working. I work with the elderly people as an under nurse. So because here when you study, you become a nurse after 4 terms, like 4 semesters. That's what I have to say. But before that, after the second term, I think there are 6 terms. So you become a nurse, but on the fourth one, you become under nurse. So I've been under nurse for 1 year now, and I'm going to be a nurse for the next year in January, inshallah. Yeah. So my dear sisters and brothers, don't give up. Keep that job where you are right now. I know it's hard, it's hell. Like, when you have education, everyone is gonna respect you no matter what, and no one is gonna say no to the job because you have the qualifications. Hell to the no. She's white, yeah, but she's a nurse. She's an nurse, or she's white, yeah, she has all the blondie hair and everything, the qualities of a white person has, but she does not have the doctor role. It's you, the black, that has to be the doctor. You know how it feels like? No one will ever say to you, you ain't going to get no job because you're a black person. No one is going to do that, because they need you. They need your help. So if you enjoyed this,